How's it going, everybody? I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about one of the most, I would say, common questions that I get through this channel that isn't about merch by Amazon. And there are a lot of people that want to get started and they've applied to get their account with merch, but sometimes it takes time. Sometimes you get rejected, but that doesn't stop people. They want to keep uh, you know going, and they want to open up a business and an online store, and they're kind of wondering, if I don't get into the t-shirt business because they feel that it might be so saturated right now and kind of like overdone, because it's hard to compete with somebody, for example, that's let's take merch into consideration, that's in tier 100,000 or 200,000, knowing that those same people are selling on Etsy, eBay, through Amazon, not through merch, but through Amazon's online stores, through their websites. And they're basically saying, what can I do to actually get started? So I go to Printful. This is kind of my go to print on demand uh, platform because of the amazing integration. So you can start selling, let's say, on Etsy the same day. You create a Printful account, you create a Etsy account, and you can start selling today. But if you don't want to take into consideration, for example, T-shirts or even hats, like people have been selling coffee and tea mugs for years, what can you do? Well, there's so many opportunities here, and I'll just talk about a couple of these things. So you can create an Etsy store, for example, and only sell one type of product, and it's up to you to decide, for example, what kinds of things you want to sell. But here's why I love Printful: puzzles, jigsaw puzzles, right? Aprons, mouse pads, greeting cards, hair accessories, scrunchies, headbands, and so on, right? There's so much stuff that you can actually customize, and not only, for example, if you want to do puzzles, let's say you go to this page and you look at the reviews and everything, and it doesn't look like a product for you, and you say, you know what, why don't I come up with something that's so unique? So maybe you're into brands, maybe you want to actually sell Adidas branded products with your designs on them, or Champion. So you can go here and see what kinds of products Adidas actually offers, and then you can see, for example, there are these three products. That's amazing. How about Champion? Same thing. Now you got a bit of a larger variety, right? I think these are shoes. I did a video about shoes. Actually, these are hats. So basically, you, I think honestly, and over the last couple of weeks, possibly even months, I've been thinking about having a specialized online stores. For example, right now, what I do is, because of the designs that I have and because of how deep I am with merch and eBay, and my number one selling products are shirts, more specifically T-shirts. For me, it's kind of it would be an additional project to start, selling puzzles. But this is so lucrative. This is so uh, there's such a big chance to actually capitalize on this, because number one, there are people doing it, but there are not a lot of people doing it, and the customization is what is attractive to me. You can have a whole online store website uh, that sells mouse pads. Now you might think, like, who buys mouse pads or greeting cards? So many of them are sold every single day. And the more specific you can get, especially if you're specializing, and let's say have a greeting card store on Etsy, where you can actually spend money to advertise and market. You can connect this to a number of social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. And you don't have to wait for merch by Amazon, because you can, and I talk about Etsy because of the uniqueness of greeting cards, notebooks, stickers, whatever. you can sell all of this on Amazon, but not through Merch by Amazon. All you have to do is open up uh, an Amazon online store. And that's the power of Printful. Now, there are many other platforms like this one. This is the one that I have worked with for years, and that's why I talk about it, because I know how reliable they are. I sell products with them every single day, and I never have any problems with them. You know, maybe once in a while there's like a quality of the print. There's something wrong with it or whatever. But I'm talking like that's like one out of maybe 1,000 or 2,000 sales. It's incredibly reliable. I've actually wanted to show you. So, for example, I've selected different countries here to just to show you some of the delivery time and some of the shipping costs. So, for example, to Canada, 20 business days. This is like extremely long. But if we're talking about some of these other products, and I've selected US, so for example, it would be 5 to 11 business days. But keep in mind, these are not your standard products, because if you're selling t-shirts, most likely it's going to be 2 to 4 days for shipping, right? So a lot of these products are new to Printful, which means that, you know, they're most likely new to a lot of other online marketplaces like Etsy or Amazon. And I'm not saying that other websites don't provide these products, but I'm just saying it is so unique that you might actually have a lot of success breaking into some of these markets. I did a video talking about Society 6 a while ago, and you know, when you're picking different print-on-demand platforms, you know, are you going based on like the number of products that they have? Like, for example, I'm sure there's like, I don't even know, hundreds of products that you can sell through Society 6. Or are you someone that wants to sell coffee tables or something like that, right? So do you just specialize in coffee tables? That's the point of basically this video, and explaining the power of Printful and not having the need, you know, for Merch by Amazon, even though that it's, you know, it's an extremely attractive platform. So there's still a lot of opportunity out there. So definitely don't, you know, get discouraged just because you don't have one platform. There's so many people that make so much more money on Etsy or their online stores through Printful integrations than for example, somebody selling on Merch. So it's just about kind of doing your research, being, I guess, one of the first people to break into a market. You know, and like I said, there's nothing preventing you from simply selling Adidas products. Nothing else. Like that sounds very, you know, attractive to me. Anyways, I wanted to do that. I wanted to show you guys, and I know I've talked about Printful, but this is basically, you know, just about the opportunity, the you know, just having the choice, you know, of like 200 plus products, and based on different types of things. For example, you can not only going by brand, but the types of services, for example, that they have. Is it for high volume? Even when you're doing your preferences here, they can show you your catalog based on, you know, fastest delivery or more products. So is it that you're going to offer, you know, 5-day shipping to your customers, or are you going to, you know, offer a lot more products with some of them having that slower shipping time? All of this is up to you, and that's why I'm saying, like, there's definitely no need for Merch, even though it's a extremely powerful tool, but having the knowledge of services like Printful, I think, is extremely important, especially for people that are starting out and kind of want to break into that industry without having to compete with people that already have 100,000 t-shirts listed. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you, guys. I'll talk to you soon.